Come closer, my darlings, and let me tell you about one of the most famous haunted hotels in America. Perched high in the Rocky Mountains of Estes Park, Colorado, sits the beautiful Stanley Hotel. With its white walls, red roofs, and breathtaking mountain views, it looks like something straight out of a postcard. But many people believe that behind its elegant appearance lies something much darker. The Stanley Hotel opened in 1909 and was built by inventor Freeland Oscar Stanley, the creator of the Stanley steamer automobile. After battling tuberculosis, Stanley came to Colorado hoping the mountain air would improve his health. Not only did he recover, but he fell in love with the area and decided to build a grand hotel unlike anything the region has ever seen. Guests traveled from all over the country to stay there. It was considered one of the most luxurious hotels in the American West. But over time, strange stories began to emerge. Stories of footsteps in empty hallways, voices with no source, pianos playing by themselves, and guests waking up to find they were not alone. The Stanley Hotel became world famous in 1974 when horror author Stephen King checked in with his wife Tabitha. The hotel was preparing to close for the winter season, and the Kings found themselves almost completely alone. Imagine walking through a massive hotel where nearly every room is empty. Long hallways stretch into darkness. Empty dining rooms set silent. Outside, the wind whistles through the Rocky Mountains. That night, Stephen King had a nightmare so vivid it would change his life. He dreamed that his young son was being chased through the hotel by a fire hose that had come to life. King woke up terrified. He later said that by the time he fell back to sleep, the outline of an entirely new novel had formed in his mind. The novel became The Shining. While the famous movie wasn't filmed inside the Stanley Hotel, the building itself inspired the terrifying Overlook Hotel that millions of people know today. And some say that the Stanley was haunted long before Stephen King arrived. The hotel's most famous room is room 217. In 1911, a chambermaid named Elizabeth Wilson entered the room carrying a candle. Unknown to her, a gas leak had developed beneath the hotel. Moments later, a massive explosion ripped through the building. Elizabeth was blown through the floor and into the room below. After her death, guests staying in room 217 began reporting strange experiences. Some claimed their luggage had been unpacked while they slept. Others said lights mysteriously switched on and off. A few reported feeling someone touch them in the middle of the night. Many believe Elizabeth never truly left. They say she still checks on guests and keeps an eye on room 217. But if you think that's creepy, wait until you hear about the fourth floor. Guests have reported hearing children laughing and running through the hallways late at night. Tiny footsteps echo across the floor. Doors open and close on their own. Some visitors claim that they have heard children playing outside their rooms only to discover the hallway completely empty. Many paranormal investigators believe the spirits of children are among the most active entities in the hotel. And there's the music room. Flora Stanley, the hotel founder's wife, was an accomplished pianist who loved music. Today, visitors and staff members report hearing piano music when nobody is near the instrument. People have even claimed to see a woman's figure seated at the piano before disappearing into thin air. Many believe Flora still returns to play her favorite songs. And she isn't the only Stanley who may still be there. Guests have reported seeing a well-dressed gentleman believed to be F.O. Stanley himself. Witnesses say he appears briefly in mirrors, photographs, and reflections before vanishing. Then there are the stories from the grand staircase. Visitors often describe seeing shadowy figures standing at the top of the stairs. Others claim that they have captured unexplained apparitions in photographs. Some paranormal investigators even believe the staircase area acts as a kind of spiritual doorway where ghostly activity seems strongest. Whether that's true or not, strange reports continue to this day. The Stanley Hotel remains one of the most visited haunted locations in America. Thousands of people travel there every year hoping to experience something paranormal for themselves. Some leave disappointed. Others leave convinced they have encountered something they cannot explain. So tell me, my darlings, would you spend the night in room 217? Would you walk those empty hallways after midnight? Or would you check out before the ghost had a chance to introduce themselves? Sleep tight and remember, some guests may leave the Stanley Hotel, but according to legend, not all of them ever check out.